Hi everybody, this is Beachcricket, and today I want to share a few things with you because I know a lot of you are coming this way to Quartzsite just shortly, and in this little magazine that Quartzsite supplies, it's called the Quartzsite Nugget, there is a great article in here, and I want to share that with you. It's called Important Notes for Quartzsite Visitors. So it's just excellent. It's got all kinds of information that I think is great for all of you to know about. I sure didn't know about all this stuff when I first came here a few years ago. I would have loved to have known about all this. So that's why I'm sharing it with you. Okay, so let's start with local and the local driving laws. Arizona is a state that doesn't currently have a law against using a cell phone while driving. And they just want to let you know that doesn't mean that you can't be pulled over by patrol officers if you're driving erratically or dangerously while talking or texting. So the regulations regarding the cell phone use while driving have been left up to individual towns and cities to decide. But if you will still be held responsible if you create a traffic hazard while being on the phone. It's kind of common sense, but anyway, just to let you know. Also, this was funny to me. Be aware that there is a stupid motorist law in Arizona. And if you require help from an emergency responders due to irresponsible driving, such as trying to cross a flash flood area or going off-road without the proper vehicle or emergency supplies, you will be held responsible for the rescue. So that's probably meaning you're going to have to pay for it. You might get a ticket too. Pay attention to signs and warnings and don't take chances. Okay? A lot of people might not realize it, but when you come camp out here in the desert, you do not camp in the washes. And what washes are, they are where the water goes flowing through the desert, and it makes a grooved out area like a road, and it's lower than the actual other parts of the desert. And a lot of people think, this looks really cool to camp down in there. I have my own little secluded area. But no, you don't want to do that. If a rain storm comes through, you're going to be washed. And you might be flowing down the wash, so don't do that. All right. Caring for your canine companions and other pets. Most swap meets allow dogs, and the swap meets are all where all the tent and vendors are. They call them swap meets. Okay, most of them allow dogs, and as long as they are on a leash and held in your arms or contained in a carrier. Some swap meets have designated areas for dogs to relieve themselves. Those who don't request that the dogs be taken to areas just outside the event boundaries for pottying. Pets are expected to be well behaved with both people and other animals, and owners are expected to clean up after them. That's kind of common sense as well. A lot of the swap meet vendors also are so cool because they have water bowls, like fresh water they keep up in front of their area of where their store is. And I love that. You're walking your dog along and, normally it's kind of warm here. Right now it's kind of chilly. But anyway, they have the water bowls out there, and I think that's really sweet. So they are very conscientious about a lot of us having our pets out here. So Quartzsite also has a wonderful popular dog park at their town park on Plymouth Road. And this is a great place to let your dog run free. And it's in a fenced off area too. And let's see what else. And there's one for big, medium, and small pooches. And they just ask to follow the posted park rules, which is normal. There are no veterinarians here in Quartzsite. Like a lot of you know that everywhere I go, I always check. Look at Roxy. This is funny. She's watching me. Am I doing okay, Roxy? Anyway, that I always check and make sure wherever I'm going, I always find out where there is a vet so that I will be prepared beforehand. So I'm letting y'all know there is not a veterinarian here in Quartzsite, but there is veterinary services in the neighboring Blythe, California, which is about 20 miles up the road. And then Parker, Arizona, there's also, and that's about 40 miles. So you can look online for more information about the vets there. Quartzsite does have a lot of dog groomers though, and they're really cute. I mean, they have them all over the place, and some of them are mobile, so it's nice. I like that. I don't have to groom mine. Mine are short-haired, but I have a lot of friends that have long-haired dogs, and they have to get them, groomed. We also, just not too long ago, Jack has a dog, and I have another friend, Marilyn. They took their dogs. They're kind of like terrier mixed breeds, and they're long and wiry haired. So they just recently went to Blythe and got theirs done, and I think it was around $40. Okay. Be sure to keep curious dogs. This is so important, y'all. From putting their noses down holes. When you come out here on the desert, you will see holes everywhere, and you're like, what the heck is all this? Well, that's where all the little critters live, and they, burrow in there, and they're pretty much staying there now in the winter, but that's where they come out. That's their homes. So make sure that they don't go sniffing around in there, because they're dens for snakes and little mice, and they'll probably bite because they're protecting their home underground. So just watch that. Now, on RV dumping stations, if you're staying in an improved campground, you may not have to worry about dumping your tanks. Now, here on the long-term visitor area, there is one area in the south area that provides, when you get your pass, season pass, which is $180, or you can do 2 weeks for $40 and 4 weeks for $80. Included in that pass, even though the government is shut down right now, they still have the stations open. Of course, you can't get your pass right now, but anyway, they have dumping, and they have where you can get water, and they have a place where you can dump your garbage. Okay, but also there are a lot of areas, camping areas, that do not have, like little RV parks here around the area in Quartzsite that do not provide the dumping. So there are some places here in Quartzsite that you can do that. And one of them is RV Pit Stop. They are so nice there. I have to do a shout out for these guys, because that's where I go get my propane. It's $2.30 for the propane, $2.30 per pound or gallon, whatever, however that is. I always get that confused. Anyway, but I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's like a 5-gallon tank, and it usually runs about $11.40 to fill it up if it's bone dry. So they are nice though. They pull out the tanks out for you, put them back in. They're just so nice when they talk to you. They have 2 lanes too, which I like. So they have a left side and a right side, and the building, the kind of, it's like where they pay and they have supplies and stuff, is in the center, and you just choose a lane, and they have people on both sides, and they take care of that, and they're so quick, and they're very friendly. And also, let me show you what I got from them. Hang on. They gave everyone that goes through there, if you want one, and I did, these cool Western Frontier calendars. They are so nice. I just was like, wow, because they're beautiful pictures inside. Just gorgeous. Lovely calendars. I love it. They also give you a little card, so that for every 5 gallons that you purchase there, they stamp it. So at the end, I think you get some kind of discount, the little card. So remember that too. Okay, I really had to push for them, because they're great service. And that's on Highway 95. It's right off of Main Street. Okay, what else is there? There's Patty's Place, and the mobile gas station on Main Street also has dumping stations. Okay, some areas of the BLM allow honey wagons. And what a honey wagon is a service that they go to the different rigs, and they will get your black tanks. They'll go ahead, and your gray water. They'll, get that all out of your rig, and that way you don't have to go dump it yourself. They supply that service, so it's really nice. I said that awkward. Sorry. A lot of information. Anyway, there are a few around here, and you just have to ask where you're at if they provide that service. The town has new town crosswalks, so I think they have a lot of people around here that ride bikes and ride their ATVs, and a lot of people walk through Main Street because it's just one main drag. So I guess they've got new town crosswalks to ensure the safety of everyone. So just, you know how to use a crosswalk. Just letting you know, they're letting you know that they've got them now. All right. Now, if you need Wi-Fi, you can get Wi-Fi service at the library, and it's free. And there are computers there if you don't have a computer, and they also let you bring your computer in, and they'll give you the passcode there. So it's all free to do that. And they're really nice there too. They have a great library here. They also have where you can check out movies and things like that. Let's see, there's a lot of restaurants and nearby truck stops that also, supply the free Wi-Fi, and the laundromat on Main Street as well does. And oh, excuse me, got a little bit of a cold. The Cafe Yacht Club, they do too. That's a cool place. It's fun. And it's got a nice, it's funny having a yacht club in the desert, isn't it? But they have great food. They have a full bar. They have music there. They have karaoke. I really like that place. It's just a fun place to go and experience some happiness. All right, where to find firewood and desert survival supplies. Okay, now firewood is available all over Quartzsite. There's a lot of vendors that are selling it. It's like 3 boxes for $20, I think it is. But it's a lot of them on Main and Central. So you can find them at some of the swap meets too, under all those tents. They encourage that you, everywhere you go, normally it's like 60 and 70 degrees, Last year it was so nice. It was hardly a cold snap at all. I think we had like 3 or 4 days of cold. It was just very pleasant last year in Quartzsite. The year before, it was like this, except I think this year is a little colder. So, I don't know what's happening, but, it's just the way the world is on the weather. You just have to, acclimate yourself to whatever happens. That's kind of fun, just enjoying the adventure of that, so. But anyway, they ask you to make sure that you take water with you wherever you're going in the open desert. And a lot of people go out into the open desert to explore. They have old mines out here that you can go on an ATV and go explore and see them. They also, I believe it's 17 of the stone cabins that they have throughout the desert. And there's the petroglyphs too, so you can go in and see some of that out there. A lot of them are accessible by some kind of on-road vehicle, off-road vehicle, so that you can go out far into the desert. So just make sure that when you do that, first of all, that you have water. Second of all, that you have told somebody where you were going. Always make sure that when you're going out in the desert on these little adventures that you have told somebody, so that if you don't come back at a certain time, they kind of know where you're at. Also have supplies that in case you get hurt, have some kind of first aid with you. It's very important to do all those things. Last year I did a lot of off-roading with numerous people. Had so much fun. It was great. But I always made sure that we always had water, and we had some kind of thing in case we hit a bump and we're, flying here or there, And I always let people know where I was going. So anyway, that's very, very important. Some of the common supplies that they encourage you to have in your survival kit. or first aid kit is extra water, snacks, a cell phone with a charger, a flashlight, matches or a lighter, light clothing, blankets. And also be sure to observe the common practice among the desert dwellers. Don't travel into the open desert alone, and be sure to let others know your itinerary before you go exploring and what time you plan to return. So they're just saying pretty much what I just said. When you go into the open desert, the arid climate here will dehydrate you quickly. And your skin, girls, well, guys too, but really, your skin gets so dry, and it's amazing. I have never had dry skin because I grew up in Florida, and it's the humidity there. You know, I never had to really worry, except if I was really sunbathing or swimming a lot in the salt sea. You know, never really had too much issue with dried skin. Here you do. And now that it's cold too, that along, you know how winter does your skin. So you're getting a double whammy here with that. So bring some moisturizer, lotion, make sure you have that. So anyway, I think that this was just an excellent, excellent article. And I just had to share it with you because I thought they were great tips for everybody to know about, because a lot of you have never been here to Quartzsite, Arizona. And you don't really know much about this area yet. So just a helpful hint to help you so you know a little bit about the layout here. It's a wonderful place to come here in the wintertime. I love it. This is my third time coming here. And I just love the atmosphere, the fun. You know, it's just amazing getting under all those vendors, their tents, and exploring and seeing all the good stuff that they have under there. They have some good deals, y'all. A lot of it is RV related to this lifestyle, so you can find a lot of things that are really pretty good quality and, you know, save some money. Anyway, wake up and live, you guys. I hope that helps you a lot. And I hope to see you guys out here. The Women's RTR, the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, they are coming up shortly here. And so a lot of you are on your way here. So now you know a little bit about Quartzsite, so you don't have to feel like, where is everything? So anyway, wake up and live, people. Have your adventures. I hope that I get to see you guys out here. If you see me, say, hey, Beachcricket. I'd be so thrilled to say hello to you and talk with you. All right. Bye-bye. Nomadic life rocks. Bye.